Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to Alfia's World, where it's not just my world, but it's your world. And for the most part, it's God's world, so stay blessed and don't be stressed. If you're new here, hi, my name's Alfia, and if you're not new here, welcome back. So today, we are going to be, Maylin. We're going to be harvesting / cleaning up the garden so that I can put in my summer crops. So Maylin and I are going to the garden, just clean up. I'm going to show you guys what I have and what I'm getting rid of. So yeah guys, it's that time of the season where things gotta go out and things gotta go in. Yeah, so this is how the garden is looking. I'm probably gonna leave this like just like this, but I am gonna harvest these cabbage leaves because it's not gonna roll. Once it hits above a certain temperature, it's not gonna roll in time. So I'm gonna pull it, and then we're gonna pull all of these, and that one we're gonna pull. And I already took this off the other day. We had some greens with it, and then all of these greens we're going to pull. So all of the broccoli leaves we're gonna pull because we can eat it, and the nappers I'm gonna leave because they are heat tolerant, but we're gonna pull all the leaves. And this is our radishes. I think I'm gonna let this go to seed and collect the seeds, but we are gonna harvest the radishes here, the daikon radishes here, and our leaves here. So this did create a broccoli head. Mama, I'm coming. It did create a broccoli head, but there is a whole bunch of, you don't see it, like worms on it. So I'm just gonna cut it down. It's okay, not a big deal, and clear up this bed. Same thing with this. I'm probably gonna harvest this as well because it looked like some stuff is eating it. I already harvested one out of the green stalk and it was good. So yeah, we're just gonna clean up a lot. But our string beans germinated. That's great. They all germinated. Come here, mama. Yes guys, so I introduced myself. My name is Alfia. I live in Georgia in Grow Zone 8A, and this is my first season at my new home, creating a space called gardening. If you would like to see the brick by brick journey, I will link the video of when I first started at this particular location in my description. So what I've learned so far with my spring season is just like every other season. This is my fourth year growing. I've been growing since 2022, and I've literally learned how to be patient. As much as people say that I'm a very patient person, I've also learned how to be a little bit more patient with myself and give myself a lot of grace. So the garden has done very, very, very well. More than I actually anticipate. What you're seeing me doing here now is I'm just taking out the plants out of the soil because I don't want my soil to be root bound. I do want to use it again, so I'm going to refresh it. So I'm going to take all the roots, all the plants out of the soil, like I said, so that my soil is not root bound. But it's been a really good journey, I can say. I've really been trying to just stay focused and staying true to myself, which is staying true to my soil, which is what God created. And a lot of things like this daikon radish, I've never grown before. And I realized that putting it in this shallow pot, it didn't get a chance to really go down into the soil and produce the actual radish. So I'm okay with that because I'm learning. I've never grown a radish, but I do know that it tills the soil, which means it creates a taproot that goes, like I would say, like even a foot or 2 feet down into the ground, and it allows more nutrients to enter your soil. So I'm learning about that. In the green leaves, I've also learned that these are heavy feeders, but the roots speak for itself. So because I know that, like I've always told you guys, that you're not feeding the plant, you're feeding the soil. But in return, I feel like the roots, you see the roots of your labor. Does that make sense? So that is what I can say. Every time I've lifted a plant out of a container or out of the bed, you're gonna see like the roots just speak for how much I have been pouring into the soil.
Yes,
so
ma'am.
If you're new here, I did one time put a synthetic 10-10-10 fertilizer in my garden because I think it needed just a little bit of a boost, and that was me just being impatient. I can be transparent and say that, and be honest and say that. But after that, I have not done anything that is not organic, quote unquote, or natural. I've just been putting food scraps. I've been putting you say compost tea, and I have been putting now the rice water on my plants. And this is what I see. Like these containers that you see right here, they came from my other house. So I've been feeding this with literally just horse manure. And I think I did two bags of potting soil, but the soil looks amazing. So I can be hard on myself, and I know other gardeners can be hard on themselves, but I could just tell you to not be hard on yourself and just feed the soil. Like the soil will feed your soul, pretty much. It'll feed your stomach. And that's about it. But this container, for some reason, guys, it was giving me a hard time. And sometimes you put so much energy into the soil, and the soil is just, it's stubborn. But I was able to get through it, nevertheless. So, that was a lot. This was a lot. So, everything that I'm taking out the garden, I'm pretty much going to compost. Yeah, I'm going to get as much of the soil off, and we're going to compost it. So, let's get back to work. So what I learned about my elephant garlic versus my regular garlic. So we planted this a little late. You guys remember. So what I will say is that I won't do that again. Because I didn't get a big harvest, and I wasn't going to just pump it with fertilizer just to get it where it needed to be. That wasn't the goal. So I'm still thankful for what I have, because I was able to use these garlic cloves. It was like a big bulb, but for the next time I will definitely grow it within the time frame that they say. But overall, pretty healthy plant, pretty healthy garlic cloves. Not mad at it. Another lesson that I've learned this season is, I've never been great at this, but labeling. I am not the best at labeling, but this plant right here, I could have sworn it was a kohlrabi and it ended up being a kale. But we move forward, right? It was giving me a hard time. Like, guys, this plant, it was the root system was so strong, but it was searching for that fertilizer. I could say that. Like I said, my roots, they were strong, but they looked like they were literally, look at the bottom. They were literally looking for the nutrients, and when they found it, baby, they showed out. Now, I'm also looking to make sure I don't have any root knot nematodes, any curling of the roots, so that as my journey of soil replenishing and building, I'm seeing the good microorganisms versus the bad. So, like I said, I'm concentrating more on my soil because I'll see it in the plants. Another thing I learned, guys, is giving myself grace. I know I say this a lot, but sometimes I still don't. I am guilty as a mother of 3 and 1 child who is still breastfeeding and trying to wean her off. A lot of times we get overwhelmed and overstimulated, and the garden can be very intimidating because you don't see things growing, you don't see things going the way that you want it to go, and sometimes you panic or you just want to go in a cocoon and just say, you know what, I'm not ready. But I gave myself a lot of grace because, guys, look at these roots. Like, the root system on these plants are ridiculous. And once I saw that they acclimated to their weather and the roots and the plants started to become green and they grew, as many, if it was at least 2 or 3 plants, I was satisfied. Because why? I know I put the work in, and I know every day I come out here and I do the best that I can. And I am no miracle worker. Only the person above, God above, is the miracle worker, and he does work miracles for those who believe. And you can see the fruit. So I gave myself a lot of grace, as I do with my life. But like I said, it still does bother me when I don't see things the way it's supposed to be. And that's just how I am. I'm trying my best to be a better person and to be obedient and to just go on with life. But sometimes, it is what it is. Clearing it out. Yes, ma'am. So one bed is done. One bed is done. I left the calendula, the celery, the 2 Napa cabbages, and this big cabbage here. And then there's onions that's popping up all over. So, yeah. So I was able to also pull up these from the root. I did not take the weeds out of there. I'm going to leave these kale plants, the 3 that I have with the onions and everything else, and I'm going to pull this broccoli. This was my first broccoli that I actually grew till it was going to produce a crown. So I'm super grateful, and now I know next time what to do. So I don't feel bad about pulling this whole entire plant and not being able to feed it to my family, because I know what I need to do next time. So what I'm going to do with my compost that I have here, guys, is I am going to fill them with the same organic matter that you see me pulling up. I'm going to cut it up and I'm going to put it in the holes, dig down deep so that the beneficial insects and microorganisms can feed on it and continue to feed the soil. Because what are we feeding? The soil that can feed the plant that can feed us. I'm going to pull all the weeds. Oops. All these stuff. May? I want to make sure that I'm going to probably pull back all of the straw, and amend the beds obviously a lot before I plant again. You have to see Marion out here just living her best life. Walking. She's okay. You all right? So yeah, that's pretty much what we got so far. Pull the rest of the weeds, and then we're gonna go to the daikon radish. So we're gonna see how these daikon radishes did. If it didn't do well, that's fine, but it's done its time. I did fertilize these daikon radishes with a bloom booster, just because it's a root crop. So we're gonna see. What we got? I'm not looking for anything crazy. This is the first one. This is the second one. Yeah. This is the third one. I got a lot going on, so just give me a second. I do see snails under here. And the whole purpose of me actually planting these here was to just kind of till the soil. Yeah, that was my whole purpose. When I say till, I mean daikon radish, they have the ability to bore roots down into the soil, which is what creates the daikon radish. And it allows for nutrients to go down deeper into the soil and neutralize or make it more nutrient dense. So a lot of farmers, not me as yet, what they do is they will usually plant daikon radish and they use it as a green manure, meaning they will let it grow, cut off all the tops, and allow the daikon radish to break down under the soil, and in return it enriches the soil and it creates channels for the roots to grow. So that is what I'm trying to do in my little space here, so that I don't have to till the ground. Make sense? Okay. Pretty much, I don't know, they're pretty much gonna be small, and that's okay. I'm probably gonna chop it up and put it right back in the soil. Chop and drop. So whenever you do chop and drop, it pretty much just fertilizes the soil even more, especially radishes. So if it doesn't give me a good root, I'm just gonna cut it back up. Yeah, and that's okay. That's okay. Cause why? It's my first season. I wasn't looking for anything. I wasn't looking for nothing. Maylin, come here, baby. This is my biggest one. Ooh. Wow. Wow. Look at this one. Look at this one. This one looks good. This one looks like it got all the fertilizer. So now we're gonna go to the red ones. These are the ones that bolted. So this is what I got so far. What I got here. This is not bad. Yeah. Now you're looking for anything like that. Maylin, go get her. No. You don't like everything? Oh, this isn't so bad. This is good. Yeah, this one to see. Oh. Yes. So like I said, I did put bloom booster for the roots, but nothing crazy. The onions that's in here, I'm gonna use these so that they can grow. Because now they have, oh, this one looks good. Wow. This one looks good. Don't be too hard on yourself, guys, if you don't get the first harvest. Just build the soil. Use the moment to build your soil. So that's that. So like I said, all I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use this to just dig underneath and put this underneath the soil. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put this under the soil. I'm gonna chop everything up, and I'm going to, let me see if I dig down. They say the worms is usually like 4 inches deep. This is pretty dry, to be honest with you. Look over here. Yeah, it's pretty dry. Yeah, it's pretty dry in here. Not even gonna lie, it's dry. Yeah. You know what I was thinking about, guys? I was thinking about getting some worms to put in my soil. That's what I was thinking about doing. It was a thought. Yeah. because I think I'm gonna put okra in here. Yeah, I'm gonna put okra in here. Got gas, ma'am? Yeah, so that's that. Whew, tired. So I think that's it. I'm not gonna harvest the onions yet because they're not ready. And you know your onions are ready when they hang over like that. And it's soft. None of mine are soft, so I'm gonna leave them alone and allow them to keep growing. But I think that's all I have to take out of the garden. Let me show y'all. Yeah, so there you go. That's empty. That's empty. This is empty. This is empty. So funny, I planted potatoes in here before. Is that what this is? Take out all these weeds and stuff. See the pile? Piles of stuff. Man, I'm gonna take out these weeds. And then this is still doing well, so I'm gonna leave this alone. So I'm also going to take up this, although it looked like it was, I'm gonna leave this. It looked like it was creating the one here and this one here. Looked like it was creating the kohlrabi. This cabbage I'm gonna take out because it's not gonna form out of the green stalk. So I'm just gonna move this back over here. Pull it out. Try to leave as much dirt as I can. These I'm gonna leave. But this one, guys, as much as it looks so beautiful, I'm gonna take it out because I know it's not gonna become a cabbage because it's just gonna get way too hot. So I'm gonna harvest the leaves, and that's what I'm gonna do. Amen. These leaves are full of water. What? Full of water. I don't see any aphids on them. So they're good to go in the house. We're gonna make the cabbage leaves, guys. I ain't gonna lie to you. They're good. I chop it up with some bacon or something, and they're good. They're very good. I ain't gonna lie. So I don't plant this in vain at all, because I eat the leaves. Farming, guys. You see that? Playing with the thing for the deer. So I'm gonna pull this out. I know this is gonna be a lot. Oh Lord Jesus. Harvest basket. This basket is so full. Mighty gosh. But you know what? I'm grateful. I'm very grateful. There you go. There's the root. There you go. The kale's gonna stay. Napa cabbage is gonna stay. Yeah, the onions is gonna stay. Everything else gonna go. So, and then I'm gonna take this out too. This one. This one comes out too. I'm about to go get Malin. She's just chilling. Come on, mama. You alright? Yeah? No. Don't put that in your mouth, mama. Oops, I cut piece of the onion off. Yeah, so see, I got greens. Yep, I'm just gonna pull this out. It was literally grown in like a corner. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm gonna leave it. Bless you. Oh, you need to clean, girl. You need to clean. I got you, baby. Let me go wipe up Megan. She looking like a true country girl, eh? This is our basket, guys. You all right, mama? This is our basket. Napa cabbage, I'm gonna have to cut it and like wash it really well outside. But this is what we got. This is some of the garlic that we got. Then I'm just gonna wash up, clean up, and most of it is just greens, but we're thankful for this bounty. We are. We're so thankful. It could have been nothing. I could have planted nothing. Could you imagine planting nothing? I could have planted nothing, guys. But I decided to plant something. Could have been nothing. At the end of the season, what have you planted? So guys, we did some work today. We cleaned up a lot. As you guys can see, we cleaned up a lot. We're gonna put a lot of this back into the soil to feed the soil. And I am going to be back to plant out my tomato and peppers. So we're on this journey. This has been like, I would say my spring season was my first season. And I wasn't expecting anything, but I think I got a great harvest for my spring season. And it's gonna only get bigger. I'm not able to share anything this season, but that is okay because summertime we are going to plant out and try our best and see if the Creator wants me to share, then He will allow the abundance to be shared. But if not, that's okay as well. Maybe He knows that, hey, we just need to eat for ourselves right now, and that is okay. So I am grateful for the abundance, and probably in the next 2 weeks or so, my onions will be ready to be harvested. And I only have about 3 or 4. I'm not looking for anything crazy. But you know what's so funny? When you go to the grocery stores, you only get about 5 onions that cost you like $4. So I'm getting these for free. Or for my labor, I guess you can say that. But yeah, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget our 4 P's. Don't forget to pray, be patient, persevere, and you surely progress. And don't forget to be kind. Until my next upload, guys, I truly appreciate you and love you guys. Okay? Have a great day. Bye.